Hello, everybody. It is your host, Dimples, or you could call me Little Miss Dimples. Welcome to my podcast where I talk books, champagne, and living the hot mess life of the mid 20s. On today's podcast, we're going to be talking about the sequel to It Ends With Us called It Starts With Us by none other than Miss Colleen Hoover. And with me today, we have one of my favorite people and favorite fellow hot messes out there, Veronica. How are you doing? Tell the podcast about yourself a little bit.
Hello, my name is Veronica. My interests are true crime and makeup, and I do that on my YouTube and my TikTok. And I am back by popular demand.
That is so true. You know what? You are packed, but you are one of my favorite guests on here because you know what? You keep it entertaining and you keep it real. Okay. That's all I got to say about that. All right. Please note ahead if you are listening to this blog, please note that there are spoilers in this podcast. So if you have not read the book, I sincerely recommend checking it out at your nearest library with love. Second thing, we do talk smut. It is part of our nature. We love reading it as women readers, and we do not shy away from topics of sex and femininity. We should need to warn you, but just a forewarning ahead of time. All right, so Veronica, I know you have a lot to say about this book, so let's get started. Okay, let's start easy. What are some of your favorite parts overall of It Starts With Us?
There's just so much to choose from, honestly. I guess just like, going more in depth with Atlas and Lily, it was kind of nice to just see them when they really fall in love. And I really appreciated that aspect. And, we really get to see them find their way back to each other and then fight for their love. And this is kind of like their story now. And yeah.
I honestly loved how it started. I mean, first of all, the way that Atlas is like written, the way he is portrayed, like, oh, he could get it for me any day. Like, oh my God. I really enjoyed reading about them because like he not only let a girl sleep, he wrote her a letter in the meantime while she was sleeping. Like he matched her energy. And for me, that's like really beautiful. Like just seeing two people who've had like a really rough life and, reading about Alice is just kind of a reminder of things that like a person should settle for. Like, I mean, I could go on and on about how awesome Atlas is, just him alone. And I guess Lily. I mean, yeah, Lily's there too.
Yes.
Yeah, I guess Lily's there too. She definitely like she's there. I'm sorry. I'm like her. I mean, she is a good part of it. Like she's a good chunk of the book, I guess, because she's the main character and all that. But like Atlas, he's my favorite. He like I feel like he's the person people should aspire to have in a partner. And I can't really say more than that other than that.
Yes. Take notes, everybody.
Girls, people in the dating world, note, don't settle because eventually someone out there is going to match that energy. But what did you think of the overall trope in this? Okay, so it in Starts With Us. It is a second chance romance and it has dual perspectives from the main protagonist. Like what do you like about that trope? Like do you like a second romance trope? Is it like something nay, yay? What do you think?
Honestly, I'm not someone who likes second chance romance in books. I'm just like, if it didn't happen the first time, then it shouldn't happen the second time.
Oh.
That's just me. I had your shot. It didn't work out. Move on. I'm more like enemies to lovers or like friends to lovers. I like that, especially enemies to lovers. Ugh. Ugh.
Like, people, this is
But
why
I
I love her. She's cutthroat. She'll tell you straight to her face, like, nah.
but I did like that they had like the different perspectives because I feel like we didn't really get that from Atlas in the first book. So I really like that. And I mean, yeah, Lily's just kind of there, whatever.
She's
But
kind
yeah,
of.
and I like that we got to like hear more from Atlas.
I personally enjoyed the dual perspectives. I think I enjoyed reading Atlas's perspective way more than I enjoyed reading Lily's. But other than enemies to lovers, second chance romances are actually one of my favorite tropes. Like, girl, first, because for me personally, I love reading about two people that not only have a matching energy and paths together. I don't know. It might be like the Capricorn in me because I love, familiarity and nostalgia. But it's because it just like meshes so well, like the feelings of nostalgia and also newness at the same time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, oh, okay, there's this one line that, oh, it makes me, how do I keep this appropriate? Like, okay, for like example, like page 185, his mouth. Oh, I wish I could put like, let me see. Imagine sexy music in the background. His
Mm,
mouth meets
mm,
mine with
mm.
confidence, with confidence. And mine responds to his with relief. His mouth and touch are familiar since we've done this before, but completely new at the same time because this kiss is made up of a whole new set of ingredients. Like, come on. Mhm. Mhm.
Mhm.
Mhm. I mean, I love that line. Although, like, I have to admit, not all of Hoover's books are my favorite, but these kind of lines definitely make me understand why some people like her books. For example, like Ugly Love, I'm trying to get into it right now, but that is an uphill battle I refuse to talk about right now. That's all I gotta say. I'm trying, guys. Don't yell at me. I'm trying to get into Ugly Love. I heard it was popular, so I'm trying. Okay, but other than the two main protagonists, what did you think of the side characters such as Theo the therapist? I'm gonna call him that. I don't care.
Okay, so Theo was like everything. Like he just brought the book together, and I feel like he definitely brought like comedy to the book. Like I was literally laughing at what everything he was saying, and he's just like so wholesome. Like I love him.
Oh my god, he's so wholesome and he's so straight to the point, which I love. It's like I enjoyed reading him and Alice's interactions. They felt so natural. Whereas Atlas was like overcomplicating things and he was moving too fast. Theo was like, you're moving really fast, or like you're using these really cheesy pickup lines. And I was like, I was like, who does this remind me of? Who will call me out on this?
I was about
Anyways.
to say, like I feel like sometimes I'm like Theo with you.
True, it's true. I'm just like, yeah, you'll definitely call me out on my bullshit if it happens. I don't know when, but you you're also like, go for it. You also, I don't know how to say, you'll literally quite push me into any opportunities if they present themselves.
Yeah.
Uh Speaking okay, so on the same subject of side characters, one of like the main, I don't know if it's like main twist, but I'm gonna say it's one of the main twists in this story is that Alice has a younger brother that he did not know about. What'd you think of this? Like, what'd you think of this little like side plot thingy in this book?
Okay, so like, oops. So I feel like they didn't really need to add Josh into the book. Not trying to be like mean, because like Josh was, cute and stuff. But I feel like Colleen Hoover did this because she usually adds like a little plot twist. So she's like, let me just add a little brother in there to trick everybody. But like in the reality, like, did we really need that? Like, did we really need to know that? But I did love the relationship like between Josh, Theo, and Atlas.
Yeah, those 3 were really good together. I have to admit that I kind of thought that it felt a little just rushed because, like, okay, Lily all has all this drama. We can't have Atlas without a drama or two, you know? Like,
Exactly.
we gotta balance that shit out. And I was like, no. Plus, it was like rushed. That development, that relationship developed real fast. I was like, okay, this younger brother, like, just like, after like the first 2 meetings, suddenly he got along with Atlas. I was like, okay, mm, no, no, no. So, okay. So now compared to the first book, what did you think of Ryle in this one compared to the first one where he had like more of a presence?
Well, I feel like since the book was more based like for Lily and Atlas, Like, that's probably, like, why he didn't come out as much, but honestly, I wanted him to come out more even though, like, I don't like him, but I wanted there to be some drama, like, I wanted there to be some fighting, you know,
Yes.
I want maybe she got thrown again down the stairs, just have some, like, drama, I want more
He
drama.
I wanted drama too. I wanted drama, girl. I was like, he's still a douche canoe. Like he was like barely there. Like I understand it's been a year and a half or whatever since like their child has been there, but I was also like, okay, what is this? Like I wanted I hate to be that drama girl, but I am the drama girl sometimes when it's not mine. So I'm like, why is he not there? I don't like the guy. And I understand why he didn't need to be there. But at the same time, like him not really being there, and then him and Alice's first interaction, if you remember, like some context and refresher, is that when Ryle ends up finding out that Lily and Alice are together, he ends up coming like all mad and shit to Alice at his own restaurant and confronts Alice physically. Okay, like that first interaction, what did you think of that scene? Oh my goodness.
I mean, when I was reading it, I thought, something big's gonna happen, and I was getting myself pumped up, and nothing happened. Nothing exactly.
I mean, I understand the concept because it has to be mature, and these are two grown men, and
But we're not mature, and we need drama.
literally, oh my goodness. I was like, I understand the concept. I do like maturity, but like, come on, like Atlas, I wanted him just to one punch, just one punch. Oh my, one punch. And the fact that Ryle got that punch on Atlas and caused my mans to be bleeding like that. Oh no. Mm-mm. I was peeved. I was like, no. Atlas so could have taken him on. Come on now. Just once. Please. Just once. I don't know. Maybe it's because Ryle is more of a fire and air sign. He just jumps in head first towards everything.
Oop.
But I'm like, I honestly like, I kind of like comparing the two because it's like Ryle did not like come from like this super crappy childhood and he has like a higher status and he's successful and he's a doctor, but he's still a shitty person. But then there's like Atlas, who could have ended up way worse because he grew up homeless with super shitty parents, but he did not use that as an excuse to have like shitty behavior?
Mhm.
What did you think of Lily and like the whole process with Ryle? Was it like a good way to be handled? Like the dating, the hiding, the etc. Like what did you think of like the way Lily handled like starting to date Alice around Ryle?
I mean, what really could she have done? I
Uh,
mean, if
mhm.
she's just, like, out in the open about it, Ryla's still gonna, like, come at her about it. She hid it, and obviously he's smart enough to know that something's going on. So, I mean, in the end, it's gonna have the same result, so what could she really have done?
Mhm. Honestly, true. And for someone who's like as temperamental as Ryle, that definitely makes sense. But I don't know. It could have been, I don't know. If it sucks that they had a high like the first couple of times, but hey, whatever. All right. So now my favorite part of
Oh my gosh.
yes, uh-huh, yes, you know what part I'm about to talk about. The smut. The smut. If we could even call it that. But we are gonna call it that just for the sake of everybody knows what it is in the book talk and bookstagram community. So go ahead, give it to me, Veronica. I know.
Okay, so nothing screamed smut to me, and I don't know who thought that there was smut in this book, but there was not.
Oh,
I think someone was just horny, hoping that there was gonna be some smut.
no comment, no comment. Oh god.
But I felt like the sex scenes were not very descriptive, sadly, and I felt like keeping the quotation mark smut minimal suited the both of them. They just seem so pure and innocent. I mean, maybe not Lily, but Atlas, he just seems so pure and innocent. Like, come
Oh.
on, Atlas, give it to me.
Oh my god. Okay, okay. No, 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 no. Like, okay, I have to admit, like, okay, for those of you who have followed my books for many know I gave a 1 out of 5 smut rating because this book was solely based on tension building for those that could settle and be climaxed alone with one kiss. No, no, we're not that kind of women. We need more. We need a drum. We no, no. Like, if it was solely based on tension building, like, you wanted, like, Atlas and Lily to kiss. You wanted them to kiss. You wanted them to get together. But the smut was very Hallmark Channel. That's all I gotta say. That's what I gotta say about that. Because, like, come on. Atlas was described as like a god. Therefore, I wanted a description of his body and his muscularness. Like, if Hoover is catering to young adults, then leave it to that section. Okay? Don't tease me with some romance adults if it's not. And I'm coming over to you too, Tick Book Talk, because like I do not like 1 second reads of basic missionary, to say the least. No, 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 absolutely not. And then because either way, most of us are reading this, are grown-ups like me and Veronica are I know you may not believe it. Veronica looks like she's still 18, but she is in her mid-20s, okay? Okay. And I hate to say it, but like teens read some kind of sex anyway, whether it be Pornhub, abstinence class, or the like. However, I have to do you remember the shower scene though? Mhm.
Not really. There probably wasn't anything there.
It was all right. It was all right. It was like I think it was like a hotter scene. It was a hot foreplay scene, you know. Cause it was like, okay, like what else do you do? Oh, I go to the shower. And Lily was like, oh yeah, okay, go to the shower then. And then Atlas was like, okay, okay. I, was, I was just like, okay, okay. And then I was out there como mensa, I boy chasing. Okay, let's go. And then nothing. All I
You're
wanted
walking to the bathroom too.
charging the vibrator and everything. All I wanted to say to Lissy was like, boo, you whore, because how dare you not write everything? Like, come on, Miss Hoover. I wanted something. I wanted some or I will like what does Miss Cardi B say? WAP. Okay, I wanted some. Okay. I got none. I got none, which is so upsetting. All right. What describes a good smut scene for you? Like, what is the ultimate smut scene for you? Like, I don't know, you're having to the point where you need your husband right away. Like, I need it. Like, what's a good smut scene for you?
I mean, I don't know because like I've never read a book where I was like, wow, that was really good. I'm still on the hunt for one. But when I come to that day, I will answer your question.
There you have it, folks. If you know good spicy books that don't shy away from that, please let us know because I would like some too. I know some good smutty books, but they're just kind of straight up like uh they're straight up to say the least. They're very detailed. So I could definitely give you some recommendations. They are Victorian era based. So sorry, not sorry. But yes, I love me detail and tension building. Like if you do not give me detail or tension building up to that detail, then it's not worth it for me. I need that chemistry. Mm-mm. But overall, let's see, what are your highs and lows of this book? Like, what was the high point of this book for you? And then what was your low point?
Honestly, I don't even know. I feel like low was the whole book, honestly.
Oh, oh, okay, 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 okay. All right.
I mean, like the only thing I could think of that was like high is like, okay, they ended together. I mean, obviously, we already knew that was gonna happen.
Mhm.
But yeah, I mean, you already know how I feel about this book.
I know how you feel. I do. But I honestly like I know I'm gonna sound like super sappy about it, and I'm a romantic at heart. I can't help it. But I just like I loved the romance of this book. Like I have to say, like them being together is one of my favorite parts of this book. It's the main reason I read this book. I will say I feel like this was written by someone who it was written too much by someone who hasn't been in the how do I say this? In a co-parenting dating field because this everything went too smoothly. And speaking from experience, this kind of shit does not go over smoothly all the time, you know? Like single parenthood and then managing and co-parenting is not always as simple. It wasn't I'm not saying it was simple, but I'm just saying it was a little too smooth transition, you know? But another aspect of this book was like the significance of finding Nemo. And what did you think of like Hoover adding that in? And do you think that's kind of suited to their story? Like, I know they always say, like, just keep swimming. But like, what did you think of that?
Honestly, I feel like the Finding Nemo thing was kinda cringy for me. Okay, like,
Hater.
we got that in the first book. Can we just leave it, like, back there? And it's like, why do we still need to talk about it in the second book? And,
She
like,
was
can we
ready
just
for a whole different Pixar movie, guys. She didn't want Finding Nemo. She wanted Finding Dory.
and, like, why are we still talking about Ellen in the book? Like,
uh
oh my god.
It's just because those 2 they represent the past to the present. Oh my goodness. It's because I felt because it was like they were both finding something, you know, like Finding Nemo, they were finding happiness, you know? You know what
Yeah,
I mean? That's like the cliche, but I thought it was cute. I thought it was cute. I like a little like momentum, like you like I don't know, don't you have like anything that connects you other than like tequila shots and something to the past, you know?
no,
I know that's a lie. I know you have a tequila stash up there somewhere.
I do.
Exactly. Okay, that's our Finding
You
Nemo.
gave me.
That's our Finding Nemo. Okay. Oh my god, I thought that was hilarious. But okay, letters and journal writing. I have a feeling I know what the answer
Ugh,
to this. See, I knew it from that sound. Okay, what is it? What? Tell me what it is.
I
Um,
hated those damn letters.
I loved those letters. I loved them. Oh my god, it was so cute, and I never get that.
I swear if I got something like that, I would just, like, literally rip it up. Like,
Show me why.
okay, okay, so, I mean, I guess it's cutesy or whatever, but they're literally, like, giving a recap of the first book,
Oh.
and, like,
Uh,
were they necessary? Like, were they really? I just, like, literally skimmed through them. I'm like, "Any drama, drama, drama." Nope, okay, skip.
girl. I mean, I liked it because like no one uses letters nowadays, and well, it's
For
probably
good
on.
reason.
Like I'm an English major, like wink wink. If my boo gave me some wink wink some letters, I would really appreciate it because everybody gives me texts, and I get texts all the time. But letters is like I'm like I appreciate you taking the time, you know, like I don't know. I'm a huge bookworm when it comes to that. I'm a writer at heart, so I'm just like, just give me the letters. I will take them. And then there's Veronica, who needs like, if you get her like a whole day of mimosas, including me, we're good.
Including me.
Like, I'm sorry. Yes, yes. I mean, okay. Towards the end, there's a time jump to Alice's and Lily's wedding. I gotta ask, do you prefer a proposal or a wedding scene and why in a book? Like, which one do you
Honestly,
prefer?
I think I need both. I would love a good proposal and wedding scene.
What?
I need all the details.
Oh,
And I feel like Atlas would have given a really cute proposal.
that is a shame. I wanted his proposal. I wanted to know how he did it. Like, I mean, weddings, alright, like, yeah, alright, they're getting married, what's new? Okay, I knew they were gonna get married, but I wanted a proposal scene because every proposal is different. Like,
Yeah, that's true.
like, come on, like, we know they're gonna get married, but I know this is gonna cause some issues with us because we have very different perspectives, but do you think the series needed a sequel? And I know what you're gonna say because I read your review, but go on, tell me, tell the world.
No, ladies and gents, no. This was not necessary. I feel like the sequel was just made for book TikTok because they were asking for it. And Colleen Hoover just wanted to make some extra coins. So up to her, but I think we could have just used our little imagination on what happened, honestly.
I disagree because I thought the first book was so yucky. No, okay. I think this book needed a sequel. Let me listen. Let me say why I know you say everything
But
could.
why?
Yes, I know you. I understand you to the point of where there could have been imagination. But let me tell you, the first book was such crap to me. Like you saw my rating on Bookstagram. I gave that shit like a 2.5, 2 stars out of 5 because it was so bland. Like Lily got everything. Lily got the hot doctor pursuing her, even though he was a dig. Lily, of course, gets the hot chef. Of course, she is able to run her own business smoothly. I felt like everything was too smooth for Lily in the first one. Like, not the no, don't y'all come for me with the dark past because I'll admit she had the dark past and she had the dark boyfriend, but everything else. And of course, she had the rich bestie, the rich bestie that, that she happened to have an apartment and everything. It just felt too in place for her. And I hated that. I hate things that run too smoothly for the main characters. And I feel that unfortunately that is a very common trope in Colleen Hoover books, which pisses me off. So I feel like we needed this sequel because I needed something lighter, I need something happier, and I wanted to read more about Atlas because I am thirsty. Oh, okay. I have no issue.
See, okay, the reason also why I didn't really like it because I feel like you already know what's gonna happen. You know?
Hmm.
I want something that's gonna be like, "Whoa, I did not expect this." But really, I haven't gotten that with any kind of books lately.
I mean, I could recommend you a few. Like, I could definitely recommend. I mean, good twist. Okay, so you hear, folks. Veronica loves good twists. I love good romances. To a certain point, I love good gothic romances. But but yeah, I think it was all right. I think I enjoyed the familiarity aspect of it. I think that's just probably just me. Like I love me second chance romances, and I get if that's not your thing. But that being said, oh well. We just have two differing book opinions, and I think that's what keeps it interesting.
Yes, we know you love second chance romance.
True, true, true. For those of you who don't know, yes, my own romance life is a second chance romance life. But that's okay. I think that's probably why, honestly, that's probably also a reason why it's really close to my heart. I love childhood friends slash lovers that get back together. It's very cute.
Okay, so I have a question for you.
Cool. Okay.
Would you read this book again?
Mm, would I read this book again? I think I would read this book again. I would. I would never read the first book again. Never. But this one, if I wanted some, some foreplay of the imagination, why not?
You're really gonna sit through those letters again?
Yes, I love the letters. Okay, I love the letters. Okay, not everybody wants to settle with like I don't know. I just love the I don't know. I just love the letters. Like I don't know. They'll always grow on me. And he is Ellis to me is the perfect fictional, not just boyfriend. He's the perfect fictional husband. Like he has big dick energy, and I fuck with it anytime. That's all I gotta say about that. That's why I will read this book again, but I'll never read the first one. That is the main reason why. But no. Okay. I think I've asked this already, but what it's gonna hurt me, but it's okay. I understand. What is your overall rating of this book out of 5 stars? I think we all know the reason why at this point, but let's hear her out, guys. Let's hear her out.
Okay, so hear me out. 2 out of 5.
It's okay. Go
I
on.
give, like, 1 star for Atlas and, 1 for Theo.
One for Theon. Honestly, Alice carries this whole book on his shoulders. If it wasn't for him, I would not be reading this again. If it was some other guy, I would not be reading this. Mm-mm. Like, if Lily was trying to move on with someone else who wasn't Atlas, or if she, God forbid, she got back with Ryle, I would be like, yeah, no, this book is in
Mm,
this series is not for me.
if she
Like,
would've ended up with Ryle, I think I would've thrown my book out the window.
girl,
But I can't because it
seriously.
was a library book.
Same. Girl, guys, me and Veronica we like support our local library. So we had to wait for like 3 months for this book. So please just be patient with us if we're a little behind on the times. We don't want to waste books. Our Barnes and Noble's just closed. RIP. Rest in peace. Tears, tears, tears. But yes, it's been an amazing ride with this. And yeah, so Veronica, tell the people what you have going on.
Not much, not much. All I got going on is drinking a glass of wine.
On a Friday night, what else could you want? Yes,
Have at it.
on a Friday night, where else could you want? But yes, guys, thank you guys so much for listening. If you haven't, we do have our own bookstagrams. My bookstagram is dimpled hot mess. And then Veronica, you want to share yours?
Yes, let me find it really quick.
Oh my, I know hers by heart, guys. It's Daily Reads by Veronica.
Oh, yeah, you're correct. It is Daily
Yes,
Read. Yeah.
Daily Reads by Veronica. Daily Reads by Veronica. She has her own TikTok under, I don't know that one actually.
My TikTok is Veronica K, so it's Veronica Kaay. 3 A's.
3 A's? Okay. All right. I didn't know that. But yes, and then my Bookstagram and everything will be also in the links below if you just want to reference those, as well as my WordPress blog up and running. And thank you guys so much for joining us.